Ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to talk about something we all encounter at some point in our lives: loneliness. Specifically, I want to speak about a man with no friends now. You might be thinking, how can anyone feel motivated or inspired by such a lonely and isolating concept? Well, let me show you how. First, let us consider that this man stands alone, not by choice, but by circumstance. Maybe he's been hurt by others in the past. Maybe he's faced rejection, betrayal, or misunderstanding. But despite the weight of those burdens, this man continues to walk forward. He's not defeated. No, he is resilient. God, loneliness, often viewed as a negative experience, can actually serve as one of the most powerful opportunities for self-discovery. In a world where external validation and social connections often define our sense of self, being alone offers the rare chance to reflect, introspect, and truly understand who we are at our core. It is in the stillness of solitude that we can explore our own thoughts, desires, and emotions without the distractions of others' expectations or judgments. When a person is alone, they are stripped of external influences that might otherwise shape their identity. In the absence of friends, family, or colleagues, the individual is left with nothing but their own company. This space, though initially uncomfortable, allows for the discovery of personal strengths and weaknesses that might have been hidden or overlooked in the bustle of daily life. The noise of the world fades away, and in its place there is clarity. This is when we can confront our true selves without the fear of judgment or rejection. Solitude encourages self-reflection in a way that social interaction cannot. It forces us to ask deep, often difficult questions about who we are, what we want, and what truly matters to us. This process of self-inquiry is crucial for personal growth. In loneliness, we are confronted with our own emotions, whether they are feelings of sadness, fear, or even joy, and we are given the chance to understand them more deeply. Through this exploration, we can begin to understand the root causes of our emotions and experiences, which can lead to greater emotional intelligence and a stronger sense of self. Moreover, being alone offers the opportunity to reconnect with passions and interests that may have been sidelined in favor of social obligations. When not influenced by the preferences or opinions of others, we can rediscover hobbies, ambitions, and dreams that are authentically our own. Whether it's painting, writing, or pursuing a new skill, solitude offers the freedom to explore our potential without restraint. This time alone also allows us to break free from the pressures of fitting in or adhering to societal expectations. In a social environment, we often find ourselves modifying our behavior to meet the needs of others or to be accepted within a group. In solitude, there is no need for this pretense. We can embrace our quirks, our flaws, and our uniqueness without fear of rejection. This self-acceptance is a crucial aspect of personal development and helps to build a foundation of confidence and inner peace. Ultimately, loneliness is not a sign of failure or a permanent state of being. It is a transformative experience that allows us to peel back the layers of external expectations and rediscover our authentic selves. Through the lens of solitude, we find our true essence, and in doing so, we become more connected not only to ourselves, but to the world around us. Loneliness, when viewed through the lens of self-discovery, can be a deeply transformative and empowering experience. In a world where so much of our time and energy is spent seeking validation from others, being alone offers a rare and valuable opportunity to explore who we are beneath the surface. It strips away the distractions of social interactions and external opinions, allowing us to turn inward and confront our true selves. This process of self-reflection, though sometimes uncomfortable, is the foundation upon which personal growth and authentic living are built. When we are surrounded by others, we are often influenced by their thoughts, desires, and expectations. Our identity may become intertwined with the roles we play in relationships, whether as a friend, a partner, or a colleague. In solitude, however, we have the chance to step away from these roles and rediscover our sense of self, free from the weight of others' judgments or preconceived notions. This is an opportunity to understand what we truly want, what drives us, and what makes us happy, without the need for approval from anyone else. It's in these moments of quiet reflection that we can listen to our own voices, trust our instincts, and begin to recognize the depth of our potential. Solitude also gives us the space to examine our emotions and experiences with greater clarity. Without the noise of daily life or the distractions of social media, we can truly connect with our feelings. We may uncover unresolved emotions, past traumas, or deep-rooted fears that have shaped our behaviors and beliefs. By confronting these emotions head-on, we can begin the process of healing and self-acceptance. This self-awareness leads to greater emotional intelligence, helping us to better understand ourselves and navigate life's challenges with more resilience and wisdom. In addition to emotional growth, loneliness can inspire creativity and personal exploration. When we are alone, we are free to pursue our passions and interests without the influence of others. Whether it's starting a new hobby, delving into a book that has always intrigued us, or embarking on a new skill, solitude provides the freedom to explore our authentic desires. There are no external expectations or judgments. There is only the opportunity to follow our own curiosity and deepen our understanding of the world and ourselves. In this way, loneliness becomes a fertile ground for creative expression and personal achievement. Moreover, loneliness allows us to develop a deeper sense of independence and self-reliance. In the absence of constant social interaction, we learn to rely on ourselves for comfort, support, and validation. This independence fosters a sense of confidence and self-assurance that can only be gained through solitude. We begin to trust our own decisions, develop inner strength, and realize that we are capable of handling life's challenges on our own terms. This newfound sense of autonomy is empowering and can help us build stronger, more authentic relationships when the time comes to reconnect with others. Finally, being alone offers us the opportunity to truly accept ourselves for who we are, flaws and all. We are often our harshest critics, but in solitude we can practice self-compassion and embrace our imperfections. Rather than seeking validation from others, we begin to find peace within ourselves. This acceptance of our own humanity lays the foundation for a more fulfilling and authentic life. In conclusion, loneliness, far from being something to fear, is a powerful tool for self-discovery. It offers us the opportunity to reconnect with ourselves, to explore our passions, to heal emotional wounds, and to develop a stronger sense of self. When we embrace solitude with an open heart and mind, we begin a journey of growth and transformation that ultimately leads to a deeper connection with both ourselves and the world around us. When we are constantly surrounded by others, we often allow our identity to be shaped by the expectations and desires of the people around us. Whether it's trying to fit in with a particular group, living up to the ideals of our family or society, or adapting to the needs of our friends, we can lose sight of who we are at our core. Loneliness, however, offers the freedom to peel back these layers and reconnect with our true selves. Without the noise of daily life, we are left with the space to explore our thoughts, feelings, and desires without the pressure to conform to anyone else's vision of who we should be. Solitude also teaches us the value of independence. In loneliness, we learn to rely on ourselves for emotional fulfillment, rather than seeking validation or companionship from others. This independence can be incredibly empowering, as it helps us develop a strong sense of self-worth that is not dependent on external factors. When we learn to be content in our own company, we free ourselves from the fear of loneliness and the need for constant social interaction. We realize that we are enough just as we are, and that true happiness comes from within. In addition, loneliness offers the opportunity to reflect on past relationships and experiences, allowing us to gain valuable insights into our behavior and patterns. By taking time to reflect on our past, we can identify areas where we may have fallen short or made mistakes, and use these lessons to grow and improve in the future. This introspection is a key component of self-discovery, as it allows us to understand how our past has shaped our present and how we can make more conscious choices moving forward. In conclusion, loneliness is not simply an absence of people, it is a powerful space for self-discovery and personal growth. Through solitude, we have the chance to reconnect with our true selves, explore our passions, and gain a deeper understanding of our emotional landscape. It is in the quiet moments of loneliness that we can uncover our inner strength, heal from past wounds, and build a life that is aligned with our authentic desires. Far from being a state of despair, loneliness is an invitation to rediscover who we truly are and to become the best version of ourselves. Loneliness, often viewed as a challenging and uncomfortable state, can be one of the most profound opportunities for self-discovery. When we find ourselves alone, we are given the rare chance to connect with our inner world, free from the distractions and influences of external relationships. In these moments of solitude, we are not forced to perform or meet the expectations of others. Instead, we can take the time to truly explore who we are at the deepest level. This process of self-exploration can lead to powerful insights about our desires, our strengths, and our purpose. Moreover, loneliness presents an opportunity for personal growth and development. When we are alone, we are not influenced by the opinions or expectations of others. We are free to explore new ideas, try new activities, and step out of our comfort zones. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a creative project, or simply allowing ourselves time for self-care, these activities help us discover talents, strengths, and interests that we might not have known existed. Solitude offers the freedom to grow without the fear of judgment. And this can lead to a deeper understanding of our potential and capabilities. It's in these moments of self-reliance that we come to realize that we are capable of far more than we may have initially believed. In addition, loneliness teaches us the importance of self-reliance and independence. In a world where social connections are often seen as essential to happiness, solitude challenges us to find contentment in our own company. When we learn to be alone without feeling lonely, we discover that we don't need others to feel complete or validated. We are enough as we are. This realization builds self-confidence and helps us cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth that is not dependent on the approval or presence of others. It's a reminder that our value comes from within and that we have the ability to create a fulfilling life on our own terms. In conclusion, loneliness is not a state of emptiness, but a profound opportunity for self-discovery. It is in solitude that we can reflect on our lives, confront our emotions, grow and develop new skills, and learn to rely on ourselves. It offers the chance to embrace our true selves and live in alignment with our deepest desires and values. Far from being something to fear, loneliness is an invitation to connect with the person we are meant to be and to discover the strength and wisdom within us. Being alone allows us to step away from the expectations and pressures of social interactions. In the presence of others, we are often shaped by their views, opinions, and desires. We play roles, whether as a friend, partner, colleague, or family member, and our sense of identity can become tied to these roles. In solitude, we no longer have to wear these masks. We are free to be ourselves without the need for validation or approval. This gives us the chance to explore who we are beyond the labels and expectations of the world around us. We can question our beliefs, values, and desires without the influence of others, which helps us uncover our true identity. Solitude also offers an opportunity to reflect on our past and present. In the quiet of loneliness, we can examine our life experiences with greater clarity. We may realize how our past choices and actions have shaped who we are today, and we can gain a better understanding of the patterns that govern our behavior. This self-reflection can lead to important realizations, such as identifying areas where we need to heal, change, or grow. By understanding the root causes of our emotions and behaviors, we can begin to make more conscious decisions moving forward, creating a life that aligns more closely with our true values and aspirations. Moreover, loneliness offers us the opportunity to reconnect with our passions and dreams. In the busyness of life, we often lose touch with the things that truly excite us as we become preoccupied with the needs and demands of others. When we are alone, we have the freedom to explore our interests without the pressure to please anyone else. We can dive into creative projects, pursue new hobbies, or simply take time to reconnect with activities that bring us joy. This rediscovery of our passions is not only therapeutic, but also helps us cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment in life. Additionally, loneliness can be a powerful catalyst for personal growth. In solitude, we are forced to rely on ourselves for comfort and support, which helps us develop self-reliance and independence. We begin to trust our own judgment and intuition. And we learn that we are capable of navigating life's challenges without relying on others for validation or reassurance. This independence fosters a sense of confidence and self-worth that is rooted in our own abilities rather than in the opinions of others. It's through this process that we realize our own strength and resilience, and we come to understand that we are enough, even without external approval. Finally, being alone offers us the chance to cultivate self-compassion. In the absence of outside judgment, we can begin to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. We can acknowledge our flaws, forgive our mistakes, and embrace our imperfections. This self-compassion is a key aspect of self-discovery, as it allows us to accept ourselves fully and without reservation. It's only when we are able to love and accept ourselves in solitude that we can truly be at peace with who we are. In conclusion, loneliness is not a curse, but a gift and opportunity to explore, reflect, and grow. It is in these moments of solitude that we can uncover our true selves, heal emotional wounds, and build a life that is authentic and fulfilling. By embracing loneliness as a path to self-discovery, we can learn to rely on our own strength, trust our instincts, and live a life that is aligned with our deepest desires and values. Far from being something to avoid, loneliness is an invitation to become the best version of ourselves. Loneliness is often viewed as a painful experience, a state to avoid at all costs. Many people feel uncomfortable with the idea of being alone, fearing isolation or a sense of emptiness. Yet, beneath this discomfort lies an opportunity for profound self-discovery. When we are alone, we are not distracted by the expectations, judgments, or influences of others. In solitude, we are free to reflect, explore, and truly understand ourselves in ways that are impossible in the presence of others. It is in these moments of loneliness that we may encounter some of the most transformative insights into who we are and who we wish to become. In the company of others, it is easy to become enmeshed in social roles and expectations. We are constantly adapting to fit into relationships, whether with friends, family, colleagues, society at large. Over time, these external influences shape our identity, sometimes obscuring our true selves. We begin to think that we are defined by the roles we play, and we may lose touch with what truly brings us joy, meaning, and fulfillment. Loneliness, however, strips away the distractions and allows us to reconnect with who we are underneath the layers of social conditioning. Without the pressures of living up to others' expectations, we are free to explore our true nature, desires, and values. In moments of solitude, we have the time and space to reflect on our lives and experiences. Reflection is one of the most powerful tools for self-discovery. When we are alone, we can assess our past decisions, actions, and relationships without the influence of outside opinions. We can ask ourselves important questions. What have I learned from my past experiences? What do I truly value? What are my passions and desires? These are questions that we might overlook or avoid when we are surrounded by other people. But in loneliness, we are forced to confront them head on. By examining our past and present, we can identify areas in our lives that need change or growth, helping us make more informed decisions about our future. Loneliness also provides the opportunity to confront our emotions in an honest and raw way. In the absence of social interactions, we are left with our own feelings. Sometimes these emotions may be uncomfortable or overwhelming feelings of sadness, fear, or uncertainty. It is easy to suppress these emotions when we are with others, distracting ourselves with conversation or activities. However, in solitude, there is no escape. We are forced to face these emotions, which can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves. By acknowledging and processing our feelings, we gain clarity about what is truly affecting us. This emotional awareness is essential for personal growth, as it helps us understand the root causes of our behavior and reactions. We begin to see patterns in our emotional responses and can work to change them, leading to greater emotional intelligence and resilience. Another significant benefit of loneliness is the opportunity to reconnect with our passions and creativity. In the busy, often hectic pace of daily life, it is as easy to lose touch with the things that once brought us joy and inspiration. Social obligations, work demands, and the constant need to keep up with others can push our own interests to the sidelines. However, when we are alone, we are free to explore our interests without the fear of judgment or interruption. Whether it's picking up an old hobby, starting a creative project, or simply allowing ourselves time to think and dream, solitude provides a space to reconnect with what truly excites us. It is in this creative freedom that we often find a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. We realize that our passions are not only sources of joy, but also integral parts of our identity. Rediscovering these interests during times of loneliness can lead to a greater understanding of what we want from life and how we wish to contribute to the world. Moreover, loneliness teaches us the invaluable lesson of self-reliance. In our interconnected world, it is easy to fall into the trap of seeking validation or comfort from others. We may rely on friends, family, or colleagues to fill emotional voids or provide reassurance. However, when we are alone, we learn to turn inward for support. We begin to trust our own abilities, intuition, and judgment. This self-reliance builds a strong sense of confidence and independence as we realize that we are capable of navigating life's challenges without depending on others. In solitude, we become our own source of strength. And this newfound independence allows us to move through life with a sense of empowerment and resilience. In addition, loneliness fosters self-acceptance and compassion. When we are alone, we have the opportunity to reflect on our flaws, imperfections, and mistakes with kindness rather than judgment. It is easy to criticize ourselves when we are surrounded by others, but in solitude, we are free to embrace our humanity. We come to understand that our imperfections are part of what makes us unique and valuable. In these moments of self-acceptance, we learn to treat ourselves with compassion and love. And this self-compassion becomes the foundation for a healthier relationship with ourselves and others. Finally, loneliness is a gateway to spiritual growth. In moments of solitude, we can connect with a higher power, reflect on our spiritual beliefs, and deepen our sense of meaning in life. Whether through meditation, prayer, or quiet contemplation, being alone offers a space to explore the mysteries of existence and our place in the world. This spiritual connection helps us develop a sense of purpose and inner peace that transcends external circumstances. In conclusion, loneliness is not an adversary to be feared or avoided. Rather, it is a powerful opportunity for self-discovery and personal growth. In solitude, we can reflect on our lives, confront our emotions, reconnect with our passions, and develop a deeper sense of self-reliance and compassion. Far from being a negative experience, loneliness can serve as a transformative journey toward understanding who we truly are and what we want from life. By embracing loneliness, we open ourselves up to the possibility of growth, healing, and a deeper connection with our authentic selves. Loneliness, though often considered a negative or painful experience, holds within it the potential for profound personal transformation and self-discovery. While society may encourage constant social engagement and the avoidance of isolation, it is in those moments of solitude that we can begin to understand ourselves on a deeper level. When we are alone, free from external influences and distractions, we are given the rare opportunity to reflect, explore, and connect with our true selves. In these moments of isolation, we can uncover new insights, challenge old patterns, and ultimately grow in ways we might never have expected. One of the greatest opportunities loneliness offers is the chance to reflect on our lives without the interference of others' opinions. In the company of friends, family, or co-workers, we often find ourselves living according to the expectations, needs, or desires of those around us. Our identity can become intertwined with the roles we play for others, whether that's as a friend, partner, or colleague. But when we are alone, we are not shaped by external influences. Instead, we are free to ask ourselves deep, probing questions. What do I truly want from life? What are my personal goals, not those imposed by others? What gives me joy and fulfillment? These questions, often ignored in the hustle and bustle of daily life, find answers in solitude. In the absence of social pressure, we can rediscover who we are, what drives us, and what makes us feel alive. Beyond reflection, loneliness provides a space for emotional exploration. When surrounded by others, it's easy to suppress or ignore difficult emotions. We may feel the need to put on a facade to appear happy or composed, even when we're struggling internally. But in solitude, we can no longer hide from our emotions. Whether it's sadness, frustration, anger, or fear, being alone with our feelings gives us the opportunity to understand them without the interference of external judgments or distractions. This emotional honesty allows us to process and make sense of our inner experiences. It's in these moments of solitude that we can begin to identify the root causes of our emotions and work through them in a way that leads to healing and emotional growth. In addition, loneliness provides a space for personal development and growth. Without the constant demands of social obligations, we are free to invest time and energy into activities that nurture our personal development. Whether that's pursuing a hobby, learning a new skill, or developing a deeper understanding of a subject we are passionate about, loneliness offers the opportunity to grow in ways that might not be possible in the presence of others. The absence of external noise and distraction allows us to tune into our own thoughts and desires, which can lead to personal breakthroughs and creative achievements. In solitude, we are empowered to push ourselves further, explore new horizons, and create something meaningful, all without the pressure of others' expectations. Moreover, loneliness encourages us to develop self-reliance and independence. In a world that often emphasizes the importance of social connections, loneliness teaches us the value of being able to stand on our own. It is in solitude that we learn to rely on ourselves for comfort, emotional support, and validation. While we may naturally seek companionship or affirmation from others, loneliness reveals that we are capable of providing these things for ourselves. By becoming comfortable in our own company, we build resilience and self-sufficiency, realizing that we don't need to rely on others to feel complete. This self-reliance fosters a strong sense of self-worth and confidence that is not dependent on the approval or presence of others. One of the most valuable aspects of loneliness is the time it provides for introspection. In our everyday lives, we are often so caught up in the demands of others and the busyness of daily routines that we forget to pause and reflect on our own journey. However, in solitude, we have the opportunity to step back and take a closer look at our lives. We can ask ourselves questions that often get overlooked. What is truly important to me? What are my core values and beliefs? How do I define success and fulfillment? These questions allow us to reconnect with our inner selves, providing clarity and direction for our future. When we take the time to reflect, we can make better informed decisions and begin to live a life that is more aligned with our authentic selves. Loneliness also creates a space where we can confront our emotions without external distractions. Often, when we are surrounded by others, we may suppress or hide our emotions, either to protect ourselves or to meet the expectations of those around us. However, in solitude, we are forced to confront our feelings head-on. Whether it's feelings of sadness, fear, or anxiety, being alone gives us the chance to sit with these emotions and explore their roots. We can reflect on why we feel the way we do, identify any unresolved issues, and work through them at our own pace. This emotional honesty is a crucial part of self-discovery, as it allows us to heal and move forward with greater emotional intelligence and resilience. Moreover, loneliness offers us the opportunity to rediscover our passions and interests. In the hustle and bustle of social life, it's easy to lose sight of the activities and hobbies that once brought us joy. However, solitude provides the time and freedom to reconnect with these passions. Whether it's picking up an old hobby, starting a creative project, or simply allowing ourselves time to relax and enjoy something that brings us happiness, loneliness provides the space to nurture our own interests without external pressure. By doing so, we not only reconnect with our true selves, but we also discover new aspects of our personality and creativity that we may have neglected or forgotten. In addition to fostering introspection and emotional growth, loneliness also cultivates self-reliance and independence. In a world that places a premium on social connections, loneliness teaches us that we are capable of being content and fulfilled on our own. When we are alone, we learn to depend on ourselves for comfort, support, and validation. We no longer need external approval to feel whole. This independence builds confidence and self-esteem as we realize that we are enough just as we are. We become less reliant on the opinions of others and more secure in our own sense of identity. This self-reliance enables us to approach life with a greater sense of empowerment, knowing that we can navigate challenges and find solutions on our own. Furthermore, loneliness can deepen our spiritual connection and sense of purpose. Without the distractions of social engagements, we have the space to connect with our spiritual beliefs, explore our sense of purpose, and reflect on what truly matters to us on a deeper level. Whether through meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature, solitude offers the opportunity to align with our spiritual values and cultivate a sense of peace and clarity. In these quiet moments, we may find that we are more in tune with the universe and our place within it, which can lead to a sense of greater meaning and fulfillment in life. Loneliness also provides an opportunity for self-compassion. When we are surrounded by others, it can be easy to seek external validation or approval. However, solitude encourages us to look inward and treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend. It is in these moments of solitude that we are reminded to embrace our imperfections, forgive ourselves for past mistakes, and practice self-love. This self-compassion is a vital part of the journey towards self-discovery, as it allows us to heal and grow from our experiences rather than remain stuck in self-criticism or regret. Finally, loneliness teaches us to be present with ourselves and to embrace the moment. In a world filled with constant noise and distractions, it is rare to find time to simply be with our own thoughts. Loneliness forces us to be present in the moment, allowing us to truly listen to our inner voice and connect with our desires and needs. By embracing the stillness, we can cultivate mindfulness and learn to live more fully in the present without constantly seeking distractions or external validation. In conclusion, loneliness is not a state of emptiness or despair. It is an opportunity for profound self-discovery and growth. In solitude, we are given the space to reflect on our lives, confront our emotions, rediscover our passions, and build self-reliance. We develop a deeper connection to our spiritual selves and learn to embrace self-compassion. Far from being something to fear, loneliness is a tool for personal transformation that can lead us to a deeper understanding of who we are and what we want from life. By embracing solitude, we open ourselves up to the possibility of growth, healing, and the discovery of our most authentic selves. So, if you find yourself feeling alone, if you feel like a man with no friends, remember this is not the end of the road. It is the beginning. You have within you the power to grow, to learn, and to create meaningful connections first with yourself, then with others. Don't let loneliness define you. Let it refine you.